Good morning, Gogglefrogs. It's not just me today. Angela is here. She's literally just walked through the door, though. So we're going to be a couple of minutes before we see Angela. Oh, no, there she is. So she's just getting herself camera ready, and then she'll be with us, I promise. So we hope you are well. Brigitte's in there nice and early. It says, good morning, Pete. 153. Yes, it is. And who'd have thought all those many months ago that we'd be there. We are now a week away from, can you believe it, 9 months. I know, it's amazing, isn't it? 9 months. So yes, what an amazing achievement, and we couldn't have done it without you. So what we're going to do this morning is we will say good morning to everybody, and then we'll do the music, and then hopefully by then Angela will be ready to jump back in. So we start with Marion. Good morning, Marion. Then we have Louise. Good morning, Louise. We have Linda. Good morning, Linda. We have Judy. Good morning, Judy. We have Janice. Good morning, Janice. We have Janet. Good morning, Janet. Haven't seen you for a while. We have Deborah. Good morning, Deborah. And then we have Brigitte. Good morning, Brigitte. So hope you're all well on this little chilly morning, although I am sat here with the back door wide open, but that's for a whole different reason, and I'll explain that later. So we're going to catch up on chat. So Brigitte says good morning. Judy says good morning. Deborah says good morning all. Janet says good morning. Louise says good morning. Linda says good morning, lovely Gogglefroggers. I can join you live this week as on holiday, but nowhere to go. Oh, sorry you got nowhere to go, Linda, but we're pleased that you are able to join us this week. It is Tuesday today, isn't it? It is. Yes, it's Tuesday today. Sorry, I'm a bit confused with the days after having had a lost time off last week and then back to work and day off today. So anyway, there we go. Brigitte says she thinks it's quite warm today. She's just changed into a short sleeve top. Wow, I must admit I have put shorts on, but that's probably because I normally wear shorts around the house. Because I don't usually put jeans or tracksuit bottoms on indoors. So there we go. Right, so we're going to play today's music, and then we will come back to you. Just a reminder, Facebook as usual, if you have anything to post, then please jump in there and do it now.
Hello.
And there we go, folks. So, again, typical me, didn't think about what I was doing, just saw the video, downloaded it, didn't realise it was going to have Mexican subtitles. So, sorry, there we go.
First time for everything, eh?
But we have learned that God in Mexican is Deus. There
we
go.
Right, okay, I didn't realise that. So welcome and hello, and apologies, but I was actually collecting things that are going out in the post earlier today, so I did actually turn up quite close to 9 o'clock. So then I had to get 10 o'clock, and then I had to get the cameras the mics ready and stuff like that. So apologies for my delay, and of course get the lipstick on. Lipstick's on now.
Right, we've had a couple of people join us while that was on. So we've had Georgie. Good morning, Georgie.
Hello.
We've had the other Marianne. Hi, Marianne.
Hello there.
And Tracy. Good morning,
Hiya.
Tracy. So there we go.
Busy day already.
It has, yeah.
Very busy day already.
Although even busier for me, because my house currently really stinks. Not that Angela can smell it, but my house stinks. And that's because as I went to bed at 11:15 last night, my lovely cat decided that it was going to have an accident somewhere it didn't really want to have an accident. And so we've ended up having to strip the bed, and so we have a quilt cover and a sheet and a house that now absolutely reeks. So I've been frantically running around, hoovering, spraying everywhere, washing, trying to get rid of it, and then getting ready for our plans for later today, where we are frantically posting stuff out.
But I can't smell a thing. That's one of the post-COVID things. So yeah, it's absolutely fine.
Right. Brigitte says, I love this song, got the single in my collection. Deborah says, it's chilly here in York, very foggy as it has been for the last few mornings.
Oh,
Marion says, good morning. Brigitte says, how smart the animals look. Linda says, thanks, Robert. I enjoyed hearing that again. Georgie says, morning, good song. Linda says, their shirts and ties are Gogglefrogs colours. Do you know what? I wasn't even paying attention.
I didn't see that because doing the mics and stuff. We'll have to watch it again, won't we? Afterwards, we'll watch it again.
And it's really funny because I said to Angela, I think I've played this before. And so I'm glad that none of you are saying that I've played it before, which is brilliant. So it means I haven't. Thank you. Brigitte says, we didn't need any subtitles for that song. And then she says, Angela, listen to your own words. You are never late for Gogglefrogs.
Thank you very much.
You won't be saying that when you're sat there at 10:15 one day wondering why the session hasn't started.
I know.
Without Angela or me to press the button to start it, there is no Gogglefrogs. So we can't be late.
Come on, get on set. Come on, up here. Come on. You may have someone joining us. Come on.
No, I think he wants food.
Oh, okay. Well, I've got no knitting today.
No.
I've got no knitting. For a very real reason, I've got no knitting.
Because you rushed out and forgot?
No, I finished it.
Oh, you finished it?
Yeah,
oh, wow.
But it's at home, so I've forgotten to bring it. So it's all done. The only thing I need to do is 3 pom-poms. So that's really good. And I did actually see my niece on WhatsApp last night, as she was sticking her tongue out because I think she's learned how to stick a tongue out at school. And I just showed a tiny corner of the shawl. So yeah, so just about finished. I just need the pom-poms, which will be brilliant. And I'm not doing those pom-poms the last time like I did the last time. So it's either I borrow your pom-pom maker or I find my pom-pom maker that is somewhere in a garage that is now so full of wood. If you can imagine how much wood is actually taken up when you replace a floor, and all of that wood is now stacked around our house and around our garage to be burnt. So I don't think I'm going to get anywhere near my wool stash for a little while until I've had a few fires. So yeah, so that's that for now. So
you can borrow my pom-pom maker. That's fine.
Oh, thank you. So yeah, I've got no knitting today. I thought, oh, I don't need any because we're doing our Gogglefrogs orders and things like that today. But never mind. What I might do is I might have a look at a different what is it? We showed the Dorset yesterday, didn't we? And I might show another one today of what we can get hold of.
Oh, okay.
So that would be quite nice. So we'll have a look. I have this gorgeous little cat here who keeps looking at me.
It's because you haven't given him any attention yet.
I know, I know.
Look.
Tofi, turn around. Look. Come on. Oh.
This is what he does. He just sits there and stares like that.
Oh, how gorgeous. Come on, come on. Oh, I'm going to get a lick now. Oh, thank you, Tofi. A little lick. It's affection.
Absolute tart.
Oh, that's looking lovely. That's looking really nice.
It's 3 rows in, but I think I might have to frog it.
Oh, why?
Because I think I can feel it actually as I'm pulling it now.
Cast on.
Yeah.
Too tight.
I don't think I can fix it because I don't think even locking it is going to help. That
sometimes happens. You have to go 2, 3, and 4 sizes at times, and you have to go up a lot more in casting on, I think, when you've got chunkier wool, because it just doesn't have the same give as some of the thinner wools. But it's looking lovely. I think the colours are beautiful. Do you know what? That blue is that light blue is, wow, that is incredible. You don't realise how vibrant that is when you actually look at the ball.
That few that I've put in there now, you can get a real good look at the colours. They just repeat themselves through.
Lovely.
But yeah, it's just, I think that's just too tight. You can see it flopping. So I think I am going to frog it, but I don't think I can restart it because I don't think I have a big enough hook to restart it with.
Oh, I've probably got some big hooks at home. I can have a look when I get home.
Oh no, right now.
That'd be good.
Don't know what size that is. Let me find out.
It's so big, it's not even going in them.
Oh, so that might do. Oh no, don't put the through that way. Yeah.
How to check the size of a crochet hook is much harder than how to check the size of a knitting needle.
Well, it is when you've got little.
I know.
Little blingy things sticking out, so you can't put it all the way through. Right. Okay. So, do I got one size or do I got two? Do you think?
Two. Always go more than you need to for something like a cowl, because you want it really squishy on the end, don't you, with lots of play in the bounce.
Sorted.
There we go. Another thing solved on Gogglefrogs, and something that I absolutely love was Linda said you can make a spray of white vinegar and bicarbonate to spray on the accident site. Goggle it. Google even. So
No,
already predictive text is realizing that we do goggle more than we do Google. So that's quite funny. Tracy's saying love those colours, looks great. And Deborah says, didn't get my craft room sorted yesterday as pregnant daughter has, oh no, has shingles and sciatica, poor thing. Oh, the poor thing. Got phone call just after Gogglefrogs. Couldn't do much to help, so made them a cottage pie for dinner and took it across. We'll start to sort out today. Oh, you poor thing. I hope she feels a little bit better soon. That's not nice at all. And Janice says, when I crochet, I usually have to go up one size to get the right tension, but now I'm doing a Deramore cushion and have to go up 2 sizes. Yeah, I know that that's, I'm only saying 2 sizes because I know that that's something that you actually do find.
When I did the blanket, I had to go up 2 sizes.
2 sizes, I remember. Yeah. So, still beautiful colours.
Oh.
With me, that would be on the fire by now.
Well, lucky I'm not you then.
I know. That's why I run out of wool, because I get rid of X amount of. I'm absolutely fascinated how people do unpick things.
A pair of micro scissors, so that when the fibres tangle into each other, you just do a gentle snip without it all unraveling.
Oh.
Can you see that? Just a gentle snip. I did it right there, by my finger and thumb. You can't even see it.
Wow. Learn something new on Goggles every day.
You have a pair of those somewhere, by the way.
Have I?
You do, yeah. They're in the first showroom. Good bag that I organised.
I have no idea where that would be. I have no idea which tea chest, which stash, which bag they could potentially be in. I sort of know which ones they won't be in. But who knows where they're going to be. So I will find them eventually, but it's still in a state of flux. I don't think we'll be back to normal anytime soon, because the next thing that's getting done at the house is the bar. So yeah. So
but then that means everything has to come out of the garage, so that might help.
I don't want to have to attack the garage. I'm dreading it. I'm absolutely dreading it. Where do I put a bike? Where do I put an electric wheel? Where do I put
an electric wheel?
Yeah, you see, I inherited my mum's bike when she didn't want it anymore, and because she started to get problems with her knees, my dad got an electric wheel put on the bike, so she can have a normal wheel or an electric one, and then there's an electric powered thing as well.
Okay.
Yeah, but I don't really know how it works, so never mind. I've only ever used the normal wheel, not the other one. So I need to find somewhere to put the bike.
I take it the wheel was specific to the bike.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. it's for the bike.
I was going to say, electric wheel sounds quite handy. I'd have that to go on my bike if it fitted, so I could then ride to work and back. Although I'm quite enjoying the walk.
Yeah, who knows? It's because well, they're quite good. So I might see if it's okay. But it's an old Claude Butler, so they're handmade British bikes. So it's the gold one. So me and Claude used to go out quite a bit for our little cycles, but I might go out again one day.
It's a bit of Alan's not listening. Me and Claude used to go out quite a bit.
Yeah, me and Claude the bike, Claude Butler, the bike. But yeah, it's a lovely bike. I absolutely love it. I won't get rid of it. Yeah, they're quite incredible. The fact that we've got all these old bikes that were made in the UK. I don't know if Claude Butler is still going. Hopefully they are. So let me know if you know if they are. So Brigitte said, Deborah, so sorry to hear that. Hope your daughter is not too bad with the shingles and recovers quickly. And then Deborah says, Andrew and Brigitte, yes, she is doing too much, I think. It's never good when you're not 100%. Still working, but taking this week off. Hopefully she'll recharge some batteries and not start doing things at home. She had a better sleep last night, which is great, as the doctor gave her some pain relief. We're picking the kids up today and we'll have them overnight. Oh, that's lovely. And because she's pregnant, she can't take the shingles meds. No, you can't take a lot of things, can you? And Safi says, Deborah, oh no, I hope she gets well soon. And Brigitte says, I still have my bike my grandmother gave me for my 10th birthday. Oh, that is wonderful. So yes, I've got a bike. Yeah, and I've thought of getting a new one, but I thought no, I'm not going to. I'm going to keep the old one. Right, so Robert is getting close to being able to cast on again. Well,
no,
do a chain.
No.
What?
No, I won't, because I've just crossed 3 rows, and I'm not going to spend 3 hours sitting here doing 3 rows.
Oh dear.
So I've got to, I'm frogging it to then pull it back up to then do it later.
Oh.
After the show.
Yeah. Well, I've got a little purr ball here who is wanting lots of attention because, yeah, this is what happens. So, and he'll keep headbutting me like this if I don't give him attention. Look, yeah, there again. So I can't say no. This little toffee is just too cute. There we go. Right, so I'm going to actually have a look at some more of these beautiful what are they called? Sheep. That's it, sheep. So let me just check through and I'll make sure that I'm going to show you the right ones again. And has anyone in the last few days thought of any that they have knitted with? So if you can let me know, that would be brilliant.
So in case you're wondering what that noise was, I've got the back door open, and that was my neighbour's tank.
Oh, right.
Not a literal tank, but it sounds like a tank.
Right, okay. So this is a and I love these as well. So let's show you one of these. I'll get some pictures of it as well. So let me show you some of these. I don't know if you've heard of White Jacob sheep. So I'm just going to show you some of these because I think they're all beautiful, aren't they? I could just have hundreds of different types of sheep. I'd have to move to get somewhere big enough. So these are the White Jacob sheep. I just love them.
Oh, I know. How cute are great.
The ones yesterday, we had curly whirlies, didn't we? The curly whirly horns, which were absolutely stunning. And these ones are just so different again. So they've got the proper horns going backwards, but just look at these. Look at that little lamb. I just absolutely love them. Oh, I don't know what that is. Sorry, I don't quite know. I keep so Jacob sheep. Oh, they've got brown ones as well. So if you can see all of these, they are beautiful, but they do tend to go up. I don't know why that one's got the curly whirlies, because most of them just go straight up, but maybe if they grow for long enough, they start to curl around. Topher, stop looking at me. So they're absolutely gorgeous. And let's just have a little bit of a read. So it's a British breed of domestic sheep. Two characteristics unusual in the sheep. It is a piebald, and if you're a horsey person, you piebald is dark coloured with areas of white wool, just like with the piebald horses, they're dark with white splodges. And then you've got skewbald as well, that are the reverse. It's often polycerate or multi-horned. It most commonly has 4 horns. 4 horns, that's unbelievable. The origin of the breed is not known. Broken coloured polycerate sheep were present in England in the middle of the 17th century and were widespread a century later. The Breed Society was formed in 1969 and a flock book was published in 1972. The Jacob was kept for centuries as park sheep to ornament the large estates of landowners. In modern times, it is reared mainly for wool, meat and skins. So the origin of the Jacob are just not known. It's been bred for the British Isles for several hundred years. Sheep of this kind, a little different from the modern breed, were shown in paintings from about 1760, Tabley House in Cheshire, and by George Stubbs at Wentworth Woodland in Yorkshire. So among the many accounts of ancient breeds of piebald sheep, it's a story of Jacob from the first book of the Hebrew Bible called the Christians, the Old Testament. According to the book of Genesis, Jacob took every speckled and spotted sheep from his father-in-law's flock and bred them. Due to the resemblance of the animal described in Genesis, the Jacob sheep was named for the biblical figure of Jacob. That's quite interesting, that, isn't it? So lots and lots and lots of beautiful things, but yeah, just looking at that there, you can see they've actually got 4 horns on their head.
Yeah, somebody's just Anne's just said some of the Jacob sheep most have double horns, some have single sets.
Wow.
Didn't know that.
Neither did I at all. So it's quite interesting, isn't it, that we're starting to look at some of these British breeds, and it's getting me more and more excited to actually get hold of some of this wool and knit something. But I know that it was Trisha yesterday who said they're great for outer garments, a lot of them. So I think cardigans would be really, really good. And things that would be more like a jacket. I don't know how it would be on a hat, but let's face it, with some hats you can always put a little bit of a lining on there, can't you? But I just think they look amazing. So just having a look at them. Oh, just look at these little, beautiful little things. But let's have a look. See, most of these, I'm only oh yeah, on that one there you can see there's 2 sets of horns. So that is right. And there's a real cute one. I absolutely love them. So Jacob sheep, why am I showing you this? Because these are a type of wool that we are going to be able to bring to you. And as I said, these are not the norm. It's not something that we're just going to have in stock as standard, but I think it's really lovely to get to know some of our old-fashioned sheep and flocks that are out there that we've been using for wool for centuries, and actually to have that in our hands. So I can't wait to get hold of some. So we will get some. Okay, Sophie. Yeah, but just really good to share this with you. So I'm absolutely loving getting to know these sheep. I don't know which one I love the most at the moment. I love all of them, so I think I'm just going to have some of every single one. Yeah, and Georgia says, love the sheep. Yeah, they're gorgeous, aren't they? And Anne said, oh yeah, most have double horns, some single sets. So I don't know why. I don't know why they have suddenly had 2 sets of horns. So I don't know whether it's been part of their breeding or whether it's just one of those little fluke things. But yeah, double horns. So let us know if you've got any of these around you in any farms, but I'm just loving them. And I'm going to have to see what type of sheep they have in Eggington, because I do know I've bought 2 different types of wool from the local yarn shop, who get wool from the 2 different local farms who spin and make their own wool. One is a lovely rich brown, it's like a flecked brown, and one is a beautiful cream as well. And what I'll probably do is get those mittens out at some point. So and show you, even though the what was it, the thing that I had, you know, when sometimes you have a pattern, you realize that there's a row wrong in it, so the pattern doesn't come out right, but I just wanted to get them finished. So they're only like a Sunday thing, you know, when you make a pair of fingerless gloves. So next time, I've got enough left to do cream with some brown in, so next time when I do those, I'm actually going to do my own design. And it was supposed to be like a fleur-de-lis, but the pattern was a little bit wrong, so never mind. They're still pretty. And they feel great, because whilst you pick up the ball of wool and you think that's quite scratchy, it's a bit itchy, they don't feel itchy at all, but it's on the hands, isn't it? So your hands aren't that it's not like putting it around your neck, is it? When you put something around your neck, you really, really, really feel the scratching. But no, not on the hands. So that's lovely. So
I'm just trying to look at Facebook, and my computer has decided that it doesn't like anything that I'm trying to do.
oh, that's okay, I'll go on. So I'll have a look at I'll get that. I just have to shut down all of the messages that I've got, so bear with me. What?
You'll see.
As long as I haven't got any more male undies, I'm quite happy.
Safi's here. Did we say good morning, Safi?
Did we? No, I don't think we did. Hello, Safi. Lovely to see you. Right, let me just share the screen and we'll have a look and see what's in Facebook. I must admit, I always love this part. Absolutely love this part. Right, okay, so we're on now. So Tricia says, intrigued to know why sheep fleece varies in colour. A belted sheep in the midst of a field of dark brown. I didn't find the answer to that out yesterday. I don't know. So we still haven't got the answer to that, but it is in my book, so I will check. Judy says, hand-dyed blue Wensleydale fleece on A4 paper to show the length of the staple and possible or possibly not use. Oh, wow. So is that how long it is? Wow. That is beautiful. Totally delicious colours. So you've hand dyed that as well. So well done, Judy. That's brilliant. I love those blues. Tell us, you probably have done already, what dyes you've used, if it's like the acid dyes, or whether you've used, or is it food colouring that people use, or a different type of dye. So let us know. That looks amazing. Well done. I love the picture of you. Love your hair. Let's have a look. Tracy said, oh, we've done the temperature blanket yesterday, haven't we? Although it's still beautiful, and there were different shades in that. I think I did take a picture of what you'd said yesterday. So some is varying temperatures. Was it 4-degree temperature variant? Then there was one colour for COVID. So absolutely lovely. Thank you so much. And as you said, labour of love and full of memories. We're 2 months to go. Now, Georgie shared this. I cannot believe that this is a crochet pattern. The Carla mini stem, sorry, a mini stem Carla Lily. I have no idea what size needle you actually, crochet hook you actually need to do that, but absolutely stunning. Tell me if you're going to make some. I want to know and I want to see them. So absolutely beautiful. I haven't heard of Happy Patty Crochet before. New pattern, mini stem. Absolutely loved working on them and really enjoyed holding them. Yeah. So it's on Etsy and Ravelry and also on the website. So have a look because it is beautiful.
I can guarantee one person who will have a go and one person who won't have a go on today's call. I don't think anybody would guess who would have a. I think everybody would know who wouldn't have a go, and they could probably all guess who would have a go as well.
I wouldn't have a go either. You know me, I don't even do lace weight, let alone something that small, but that is beautiful. I don't actually think my eyes are that good anymore, but it's beautiful. Trisha, huge well done. This is a hat and scarf set for the Care Leavers project. It's the project that's in Leeds and Bradford, and it's for matching hats and scarves to go to people who are leaving the care system at Christmas. Well, it's a gift for them at Christmas, and they do actually put on a Christmas lunch, I believe. So really difficult time for them. I love those colours, and the nibs look beautiful. Huh?
I have your answer when we're done.
Oh, fabulous. So we'll be able to give the answer. Thank you so much. Marion, Throwback Tuesday. Don't think I've shown these before. No, you haven't. The poppies I did for my much missed mother-in-law, and the Griffin kit was a gift from my brother. Because of the shading for me, it was difficult. Early 80s for that one. They are amazing. If you heard that, that was Tofi. Hello, Tofi. They're stunning, Marion. No, you haven't shown them before. So thank you so much for showing us on Throwback Tuesday. It's okay. I'll come back to you. Judy has put this hand spun. I'm a better spinner now, thanks to lockdown. Well done and congratulations, Judy. It's a fleece sample sweater. I think the fleeces are as follows: rib, Swartballs, I don't know how you pronounce that, blended with Exmoor blue face. Bands 2, 4 and 6 are brown blue face Leicester. Band 3 and 5 are light grey Shetland. Band 7 is grey Norwegian GNT. And band 10 is Corriedale. And then can't remember what the white is, but that is incredible. How lovely. Thank you so much. So brands 2, 4, 6. Oh, I love that brown blue face Leicester. These bits here, that is just a beautiful colour. And that one, what is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I think that one is...
That's 7, so that's the grey Norwegian.
Yeah, that is lovely. But I really do like... Do you know what? It's me. I don't know what it is about blue face Leicester, but whenever I see it, I just love the colours that come out in the blue face Leicester. But the brown one is gorgeous. Thank you so much. Throwback Tuesday. My lovely mum, sadly passed away now, crocheted these lovely blankets and matching cushions for the guest room when we moved here 4 years ago. My choice of colours, but left the design up to her. As you can see, she was very accomplished crocheter. Treasured items. Oh, look at the colours.
Wow.
And that dark colour just sets everything off, doesn't it?
It does.
It's just beautiful. What an heirloom to have. Thank you so much for sharing that, Deborah. Absolutely beautiful. It looks gorgeous. It really, really does. Wow. Brigitte says, never seen such accurate squares. Yeah, it's incredible when you see somebody who can make them perfectly square, with the same tension in every single stitch going round, including when they go around a corner as well. So there is no pull whatsoever in that. Thank you.
I think I know the answer to that.
What?
So for years and years and years, I've always just gone round and round and round, even if I'm changing colours.
Right.
And it does twist. So the last set of squares that I did, I can't remember what it was for, but because I was changing colour every round, I went round one way and cast off, and then went round, turned it, and went round the other way. So the twist didn't really show, because you're going that way, then that way. So it kind of sorts itself out, but you can only do that if you're changing colours. If you're going continuous, you have to turn it and go back, and it doesn't quite look right when you slip stitch into each round.
Oh, fabulous. Thank you so much for that.
There we go.
Learned 2 new things today, and I think I'm going to learn a 3rd thing as well, about the flocks. Just got an answer to that. So Brigitte,
This is why I laughed. It's the dinosaur.
The dinosaur. I remember, I hadn't known.
No, there's more than one.
I hadn't known Brigitte very long. I remember that I was very new. I picked up knitting again. I went to the local yarn shop, which at the time was Nutmegs, and I explained I'd only just started knitting again after a 30-year break. And so they ushered me to the get together, which was next. I can't remember if it was in the library or next door. And I just looked at all of these things that were being done by people, and the dinosaur was being made, and people were commenting on this dinosaur, and I didn't quite know what the dinosaur was until all of these things were created, which are out of this world. So I do actually remember this, and so that's 2013. So I think I just started knitting again probably in 2013, 2012. But look at these. Unbelievable. First 3 months of 2013 were spent on making the Stagiosaurus. Is that can you
Stegosaurus and Triceratops.
for 2 of our grandsons.
Do you want to know which is which?
Yes, please.
So the Stegosaurus is the one with the spiky back, and the Triceratops is the one with the fluted thing.
Brocade thing. Oh wow, thank you very much. For 2 of her grandsons. Despite a lot of egging on, no further creatures were produced by me. And I do remember, I think it was the Stegosaurus,
yeah, with
the things all over the back, that I think you commented at the time, Brigitte, that it was rather, I wouldn't say complex, but very, very time consuming to actually do that one. I think out of the 2 of them, that was the one, but I think both of them, they are incredible, absolutely incredible. So thank you for sharing that. And that is probably my first recollection of being in your company as well, and hearing about the dinosaurs. I didn't even know you could knit things like that at the time. Here was what Helen had shared. I just can't wait to see that, especially with AC/DC, as I'm expecting in that top. We did that Mashup Monday yesterday, which is amazing. Oh, new books. So the Colourwork Bible and Operation Sock Drawer. 2 new books.
Well, there's 2 of many. I got that email yesterday from the link because Dawn put it up a few months ago, so I'm now subscribed to it. And that's 2 of very many, one of which I may have ordered for somebody else.
So amazing books. We looked at Judy's socks yesterday. They're beautiful, aren't they?
They are.
They are so lovely.
I keep putting socks on my to-do list, never ever actually get to them.
Yeah, and we put that. So I think I've gone through everything. I think I have. So thank you so much for sharing that today. That's brilliant. So Robert, have you got an answer for us as to why?
Yeah, but let's catch up on the chat.
Oh, sorry. Yes.
Because I think that might go into a bigger discussion. Right. So Marion says, I'm here but not taking part, trying to sort out and help my great aunt going round and round in circles.
Oh
dear.
Is there anything I can do to help, Marion? Let me know. Just shout out.
I'm sure somebody will be able to point you in the right direction if you want to share it. Brigitte says, Marion, good luck and a lot of patience. Judy says, someone else died the Wednesday day. Now I need to card and spin it. Do let us know what that's like. Tracy says, wow, that colour lily is beautiful, very dainty. Yes, it does look beautiful. Too dainty for me, I think.
I do have, I bought them all, some beautiful crochet hooks that are really so reasonable. And I think they're called Lazure. I bought them from a company in Bradford. And they are beautiful to crochet with. They look like the normal standard grey ones, but they're just a lovely shape. And I got them down to, I think, half a millimetre. But sorry, 0.5, 0.75 and upwards. So I have got all of them. But I will never, ever use them for anything other than trying to pick something. Like picking a lock is, you've got more chance of me doing that than doing something like that. But they are beautiful. So Lazure, I'm sure they're called Lazure. I don't know if you know them, but if you ever see them in a craft shop or a charity shop, do actually buy them because they are lovely to crochet with. Really, really nice.
So Brigitte says, I've never seen such square granny squares, and Deborah says, Brigitte, yes, she was very good and made so many blankets over the years. And then Deborah says, Brigitte, wow, my grandson would love those dinosaurs. Marion says, think it's sorted, fingers crossed. Oh, good.
Good.
Judy says, Brigitte, it's so very brave of you to show the dinosaurs. Their reputation and what you've thought of them has gone before you. I must just say, it's the first time I've seen the dinosaurs as well, because I've known Brigitte probably as long as I've known one of our mutual friends, and the dinosaurs has always been a taboo subject, and that's got to be, I think, how many years have been in later now? 2005, so that's 15 years that I've known Brigitte.
Oh, wow.
So yes, I never actually saw her making them, so but I knew that it was a taboo subject. Marion says, at Judy, very true, we only have to mention the word dinosaurs or amigurumi. Anne says, we go to Masham Sheep Fair every year, although cancelled this year. Lots of rare breed sheep plus others. It's not far from us in beautiful North Yorkshire Dales.
Anne, please let me know when it's on next year. I'm going. I've got to go there next year.
But they have rare breed sheep at Five East as well.
I know, but it's like in Yorkshire.
Oh, okay.
And
of course.
Yeah. So and do I take it? Well, I always remember that at Fibre East they do that sheep show, don't they? Where they bring the sheep on the stage. But it would be nice to just see them in a pen rather than being brought up, so that you can actually get a lot closer to see them. Because it's just really nice to feel what the sheep feel like, isn't it?
Well, I'm hoping we're going to be able to feel as part of the retreat next year. Yes. When we go to the graders.
I'm sure we'll be able to do that with the grading. Yeah.
Georgie says, really sorry guys, going to have to go. Bye Georgie, that's fine, hope everything's okay.
Yeah, I hope so.
And Brigitte says, I knew I was going to get a lot of ribbing but I thought I would finally show the pair.
Oh,
They look lovely.
They are beautiful.
They are. I'm
They-
very pleased with them.
Yeah, they are
You should bring them out
stunning.
as, this is my masterpiece, but I never thought I would have the patience to did them, but I'm never doing them again. There we go. And Anne says, we'll let you know it's at the end of September.
Thank you very much, Anne. I will definitely go there. Yes.
So the sheep then.
Yeah.
So you kind of alluded to it.
Did
when
I?
we were talking about the Jacob sheep and
Oh.
that they're named from the Bible.
Yeah.
So when you Google why do sheep have stripes, what comes up is lots of Bible references. And apparently it's to do with Jacob's father and the man that he used to work for. And Jacob's father was Laban, and he said, this guy said to him, I can't afford to pay you, but what I will pay you to sort out all my farm animals and take away all of the non-pure bread. And he had this thing about white as well. Didn't like white white goats. So he had to take the white goats away, leave the black goats, take away anything that didn't look black for goats or didn't look white for sheep. So he took them away, and apparently from there he then started to breed them. So that's how the first set came around. And then the second set was something to do with Noah's Ark. I haven't really read that bit properly, but yeah, that's where it all comes from, apparently. There we go.
Oh, thank you very much. So, is it about crossbreed?
Yeah.
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 So they just end up like that.
So basically, it says that because it took him 3 days to go from where he was working for this guy to get back home to his family, they obviously did things on the way, and that's how the crossbreeding came. Putting it politely.
So that's why you end up with some with a perfect ring.
Huh?
The picture was all these sheep, and then there's a sheep with a ring around the middle.
Oh yeah.
So that's
Yeah.
why it's just how
Yeah.
they are.
And the double horns and stuff like that. That's where it all comes from. Yeah.
Okay.
There we go.
Okay. And Anne says, we'll let you know it's at the end of September. Thank you so much. And Judy says, Angela, when you can, take a day trip out to Adam Henson's farm in the Cotswolds for rare breeds, including sheep. I will do.
Oh, definitely.
And
that sounds like a...
Are there goats there? Because I love little goats that jump around.
You should definitely take you to Freya's where you've never been.
I haven't.
There's a goat farm next door.
Yeah. Oh, she's moved though, hasn't she?
No, she's still in the same. She's just moved units. She's still in the same
right,
area,
fabulous.
but there's a goat farm next door.
I absolutely love goats. I don't know why. My great uncle used to have. Every time somebody couldn't pay him a bill, pay a bill that they owed him, whether it was for whatever, he would end up with a horse or a sheep or a goat or something like that. So I remember all of these holidays that I had in Wales, and some years there'd be like 5 new horses appeared or 3 new goats, and these things just used to jump around. So I absolutely love goats. I think they're so cute, and the fact that they walk up to you and you think they're going to be really friendly and suddenly start butting you. I mean, they don't hurt, do they? They're tiny little goats. Even the big ones don't really hurt. So, but I do like goats. So we'll definitely go to the goat farm when we can. So I love that. And Brigitte says, Judy, I was thinking of that lovely day. So Judy and Brigitte have been to Adam Henson's farm in the Cotswolds. So we will go there one day.
I think they possibly did that as part of Magnificent Seven.
Oh, definitely, yeah. But I'm saying we will do that on a day out. We'll take a picnic, I think, and I'll take the camping stuff so we can have a nice cup of tea. Anyway, Brigitte says yes, me too. Sorry, Judy says Brigitte, yes, me too. We could do the yarn shop guide as well. Ooh, that sounds interesting. And it was the outing of the Magnificent Seven. Sorry, and there are 7 of the Gogglefroggers who go out and they hire somewhere and knit and enjoy and just have a lovely time together. So that's the Magnificent Seven, who are I mean, amongst us. Oh, we've got Bex walking around. And I've still got Tofi here. Tofi, do you want to say hello? Should we say, do you want to say hello? Look this way. Can you say hello? Yeah. Are you just going to stare at me? Not.
Yes, because I want you to feed me.
So we've still got the lovely little Tofi sitting here as well. So I hope that you are enjoying getting to know a little bit more about some of the breeds. And if you know, thank you ever so much for helping us out, because we don't know a right lot about them yet, do we?
No.
But once we've been able to grab some of this wool, that will be beautiful. However, as always happens at this time of year, it's coming up to the end of the year. We're in second lockdown, so I am expecting quite a lot to be probably next year before we can get hold of any of it. It's just what happens. So we work with our suppliers, and we'll find out when we can get some of this stuff, which will be brilliant. So, but I do want to. Do you know what? I think I mentioned it the other day that one of our neighbours came round to help with a plumbing issue where somebody had gone through a water pipe with an angle grinder. So you can imagine there was water flying everywhere. So a neighbour came round to help solve that. And he had a V-neck jumper on, and it just looked so incredible. And I thought, often we try and do all of these really unusual top downs, and sometimes the traditional V-neck cardigans are amazing. So I think that is what I want to do out of a British breed. So that will be the thing for me. Going back to retro old school rather than all of the wonderful fussy designs that we often do now. And I did pick up that beautiful book. I found it the other day, you know, with all the cats. But I thought, oh, I can do that because I've got navy blue, I've got jade, I've got white. It'll all go together. I'm using up stash. Then I realised I cannot get into my stash at the moment. Full stop. So I would have to try and pole vault over so much. So hey ho, I'll just work with what I've got in the house at the minute. There's plenty there in little stash holes.
Right then, folks. So we're at 11 o'clock. So anybody who's waiting for an order, hopefully, fingers crossed, we'll be able to get them out to you today. So you should get them over the next few days. Just a reminder, it's Wednesday tomorrow, so it's an evening session where you bring your little tipple of choice, and then we will be back on Saturday for you.
Yay!
So whatever you're up to today, folks, have a lovely day. Have a lovely day tomorrow, and we'll see you tomorrow evening. Take care, everyone.